my word does not run like some colors. Some colors you put in the washing machine, you can put the next one next to it. Your coat, you might have pink shirt. If you have red and white together, you might have a pink shirt when you're ready, right? It's like mixing condensed milk with syrup. You're gonna get a pink drink. You remember that those drinks back in the day was the nicest drink I used to like to drink back in the day in Jamaica? Red and white, you get a nice pink drink. Well, we don't want, the word of God does not run. It's not gonna have your pink word or a colorful word. The word of God is one. And so he's saying, no, let me just tell some folks in a few 5 minutes or so, this book, the word of God. I know Lady D reads her Bible. I read mine because when I'm down, I could get something from it. If you want iron, they tell you must eat greens. And say, get your color loop, or get your color green, or your blue, your purple turnip, or whatever it is. You know, some people don't like turnip. The things that are good for you don't taste good. Hello, and I'm going somewhere with that, so don't think I'm losing you. You know, the things that are good for you often don't taste good. I have gone to Lady D's Caribbean one stop, and I bought the thing they call Buckley's. People, if you know what tastes bad, Buckley's, right, Lady D? It tastes bad inside. It tastes bad at the end. It just tastes bad. You have to eat an orange and two to get rid of it. But you know that you believe that it's doing something for you, or you would not put yourself through such unrest to take something so. It tastes so bad, terrible. I tried to recommend somebody to it the other day. Person was sick, and I said, take some broccoli. I said, oh no, that's disgusting. You know, you don't want it. Well, we want to get somewhere with God, but some of the places that we have to walk with Him seem to be unbearable, and sometimes we call them, some of the treatment we get in Christendom, we call it disgusting, and we want to throw in the towel, we want to quit. But the Word of God said, you are not the Word. He's building the church upon the Word. And so He is the Word. And He said, you are not walking in the Word. The Word of God said, if I walk in the light, as He is in the light, I will have fellowship with you, you and you. Even if you don't like me, the Bible said, I have fellowship one with another. For those who plan to go to heaven and are keeping malice, I'm so sorry for you. You can't go. There's a black road for you because you have to talk to the you, and you. You talk to the worst person in your party, whether your job or your house or your church. Stop walking through the window to escape them. Walk through the door. I'm telling you, the Lord said, he that cometh to any other way but the door is not an honest person. So you do the opposite of honest. Hello, Word of God. And so I'm going back to the Word now very quickly. This book of the Bible, it reveals everything of the mind of God. You might not know the mind of God, but if you read the Word, the mind of God is written in the Word. So I might have 2 minutes or 3 minutes to tell you what I'm saying, but hear this. It reveals the mind of God, the state of man, the way of salvation. I'm not going to run it through so you don't get it. The Word of God, the Bible, reveals the mind of God, reveals the mind of God, the state of man, because the Bible tells you what man is like. Man that is born of a woman is of a few days and what? Full of some stuff, full of trouble. In other words, we don't live long, but for the dash right here, Lady D, between the birth and the B and the D, we give trouble. My God, we can create some havoc. When Mussolini was around, the fascism was up to the neck. My God, when this man named Hitler was here, everybody, when you use the word Hitler, everybody hear Holocaust. You hear disaster. So, but when you hear the name Jesus, when you hear the name Jesus brings peace and comfort. The name Jesus had something, not a band-aid, but it has not a neosporin, but it has real surgical attachment to it. When he comes, the tempest power is broken. When Jesus comes, all tears are wiped away. He takes the very gloomy day and fill our hearts with gladness. All is changed when he comes to stay. Would you allow him tonight? I'm talking to you and I'm making the altar call at the same time. Would you allow him to come into your heart? Is there a heart that is waiting, longing for pardon today? Come to the place, come to the fountain. Jesus is calling today. The Word of God is profound. It is the way of salvation. It is the sinner's doom passport, meaning the dooms of sinners passport. It tells you that if you live in sin, you're doomed. But you must come from sin to righteousness. The word of God says this particular word is the happiness mandate. It's a map to happiness of the believer. It's the doctrine of the holy God. It's the precepts binding in histories. It is true. It's a decision immutable. That means we cannot change what God has said. It is forever settled in heaven. Read it.